I drove up to the city at night and found the place where you grew up and then where you stayed. Then we walked around and stayed up late under city lights, and I spent the night next to you in the house where you grew up. Next to you I miraculously woke up in your parents' house. I lied in bed with you. I went out to feel alone there. I went back to wipe it clean. Took the lights and radio towers out of my dreams, and we went all the way up to the small town where I'm from, with foggy air and the wind and the mountain top. And we clung to rocks and we looked off. You held my hand, you almost got to start feeling me. I finally felt like I was breathing free. And under swaying trees we fell asleep, and we had the same dream. The stars were bright, we dreamed the same every night. On my island home I spent some time with you. I went back to feel alone there. I went back there by myself and gave up on everything that we'd felt. We found a precious place in the sand, right out in the wind, and lied under a blanket and heard the furious sound, the roar of waves, the pounding surf, two bodies on the earth. It was intense just getting to be there next to you. And you were trying to get me there, and I was happy to let you in. I went back and wished I hadn't. I went back and felt regret. I went to the beach and I stared west. And every night when the sun went down in the town where we lived, the empty streets lit up by reflected light from a distant sun bouncing off a glowing ball of rock. And we just lied on the roof and watched. Oh, the moon, the blue light of the moon. We didn't talk, and silently we both felt powerful. And like the moon my chest was full, 'cause we both knew we were just floating in space over molten rock. We felt safe and discovered that our skin is soft. There is nothing left except certain death. That was comforting that night out under the moon. I went out last night to forget that. I went out and stared it down, but the moon just stared back at me, and in its light I saw my 2 feet on the ground. That was The Moon by Mr. Microphone.